jump into another M21 draft. We're trying best of one this time against better judgment. I greatly prefer best of three, especially in this format where you have so many super powerful enchantments that you want to sideboard cards in for. We'll take the rare. This is a very good pack, I think, for blue. And there's also, wow, everything but red has really good cards in it. Career and Dried, I think, is a great card. 2-drop in green. Shipwreck Dowser, Mistral Singer, Spine Megalodon, Grasp of Darkness, Swift Response, and I think Truffle Snout's decent, playable, so Sky Scanner, and Chorister. But yeah, well, let's try out the rare and see what it can do. Yikes. So we're gonna follow that up with an Augur and try to get into the blue-red spells deck. Passing up an Arcanist, which is marginal, but it is a 2-drop. The Patrician, which is a good payoff in the Orzhov deck. We have 3 Orzhov deck cards right here. The rest of the pack's pretty medium. A couple decent green cards, but we're happy with the Augur. Alright, we'll continue down this path. I'm seeing good green and white here. I really like this card. I think it's a fantastic trick. Obviously, it blanks like Capture Sphere and Face Fetters on your target, on your creatures. But it can also turn a 1/1 into a 4/4 threat at instant speed. Hunter's Edge is also good green removal. Burlfist Oak is great in the Simic deck. I think we'll just take the Goblin Wizardry here and try to go down this spells path. Alright, so that looks like we're getting hooked up. There's another good signpost here for the Selesnya deck as well. Yeah, we're going to be happy with the Experimental Overload. Look to pick up some Ops and Spell Gorgers and all the payoffs. Prowess creatures such as Shipwreck Dowsers. So I need to work on lowering the curve. Right now the power level of the cards I'm taking is pretty high, but yeah, we're going to have to lower that curve. We just have 4s and 5s right now. Wow, the green here is crazy good. Scourge is a C+, I think. Pteranodon is a premier 2-drop. I'm really impressed by this card. And then Hunter's Edge is also a more good green removal. But we'll take the weird. That's what we were looking for. It's a 3-drop, so we still need to work on lowering that curve. But yeah, Rousing Read here. Not much to think about. It's just a great card draw spell. It doesn't work with the Dowser or the Overload, but it does work with Weird. And it digs us into our deck, discards lands. I think it's better than the Wizardry, Goblin Wizardry there. Alright, here there's not a whole lot for us. Again, the green is just really flowing. We'll take a 5/5 for 5, not look to play that. And this looks like an opportunity to lower that curve. So we'll take a Keen Glide Master. We really need to increase the spell count. So that's making me look at Sure Strike here. I think we're fine taking the 2-drop for now. Alright, and then we can pick up an Arcanist over Trader's Creed. This is great in the Rakdos deck, but not so much in the blue spells deck. I'll pick up another 2-drop. Alright, so we got 3 2-drops in a row. They're all mediocre, but they're there. Hoping we can mize our way into some good red removal. We cut... Oh, there's a Sure Strike. Happy about that. We'll definitely play that at this point. Wow, that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't get a 14th pick Pteranodon. It's a good card. What do we have? So there's two cards that I'm looking at. One is Sanctum of Calm Waters, and the other one is Volcanic Geyser. Volcanic Geyser is another expensive spell. We don't want to be there, but we're really low on spells right now. Sanctum is a really decent enchantment. It filters you through your deck, helps you discard lands. I'm hoping that we get some other cards like the Protege here. So I think we're gonna pass on Sanctum. It's 4 mana, and so that's pretty expensive. Okay. So we have some more options here. We have another 2-drop, Thrill of Possibility, and Double Vision. Double Vision. I'm not sure what to think of this card yet. I know it can be powerful in the right deck, but it is slow, and you need to have a board presence for this to be effective, and it looks like we're going to be a more aggressive deck, and we're going to want to do something on turn 5. We have all these 5-drops already. We'll take the cheap card. Oh, punished. Sort of. I got a shock, and I'm happy with it, but there's the red Sanctum, so I could have had both. The red Sanctum isn't great unless you have 2 Sanctums on the field, or Shrines on the field. So we'll take the shot. Oh, this is amazing. We're going to take Tutelage over Reign of Revelation here. Tutelage is just super powerful. We really want this Reign of Revelation too. Oh, and there's Soul Seer? Oh my god, this pack. Yikes. Can I just take this and move on to pack 3? I think we have to take Tutelage and be really sad. These are the 3 best cards we could have opened here. And I think I have to take the Tutelage, unfortunately. Well, I mean, we're so much more aggressive. Maybe I take Soul Seer. Oh, this is bad. Alright, so there's Crash Through or Waker of Waves. I don't think Waker of Waves is where we want to be necessarily. So we're going to take Crash Through here. Oh, we'll take another Soul Seer. Oh, over Opt. Wow. They're coming in bunches. Here's a Riddle Form, which we're happy with. Opt and Read the Tides. Goblin Wizardry. We would play 5 of these cards very happily. And then we get a Jeskai Elder. So we're going to take that here as well. Library Larcenist is great with Rousing Read, but the 2-drop is the pick. The Protege Wield, and we'll take it. Oh, okay. We'll see if we can make Double Vision work. If we get a critical mass on spells, which we don't have yet, we will do it. And then we wield the Sanctum. Ugh, I really want this this Stillwater Cliffs too. But how greedy is it of me? Yeah, it's too greedy. There's 3 cards that I really want here. But what signal am I sending to my right? Okay, I'm talking my... Too late. Just too late. I was talking myself into the Sanctum. Oh, we didn't get any wheels from our crazy packs, so we'll take another Sure Strike. Hope we don't have to play 2. So I am a little bit sketched out on what we're gonna see in pack 3. Meh. could have had it all. Happy to take another experimental overload here. There's really nothing else to consider. Maybe a capture sphere, but I don't think that's where we want to be. We want more instants and sorceries. We'll take a Mistral Singer too here, if we can get one. I'm going to have to start thinking about cuts. Havoc Jester's an easy one. It's an efficient creature. It's just not the type of deck we're in right now. And now we're at 23. We'll take a second Rousing Reed. I don't have great creatures. I have Jeskai Elder and Spellgorger Weird for it. I just think it's more powerful than the Capture Sphere. And we have 2 Soul Seers and a Shock right now, so I think we're good there. This is an easy Heartfire Immolator. Fantastic card. Very, very versatile. It's a prowess creature for 2, and it is a removal spell. Alright, there's that Mistral Singer we were talking about. I think I'm going to take that here over the 3rd Rousing Raid. This is another good pack for green. Cultivate, Hunter's Edge. Very nice. Unfortunately, we didn't get on the Frantic Inventory train early. So the choices between Tome Anima or Thrill of Possibility, I'm leaning towards Thrill here. I only have 10 creatures, though. But I think my 4s, I'm pretty good on 4s right now. Maybe it is Tome Anima. I do have 2 Rousing Reeds, so... Oh, this is tough. No, I think I'm going to go with the 2-drop here. Hopefully we can pick up another 2. I'll play a Chandra's Magma. It is 2-drop. Wow, okay. So we'll take the Riddle form here. I have 2 of those. Happy about that. And the Unsubstantiate. This is good. It's performing better than I thought because of the counter synergies in the spell, in the format, and also the recursion deck. I guess we pick up the second Capture Sphere and we probably don't play it. I guess we just take a 2 here. Probably don't play it. Is it better than Magmut in this deck? I don't think so. We do have some more cuts to make, so... What can we do? Oh, Tome Anima Wield. So I'll consider that one. I think the deck is looking fairly solid. I'll have to see how many instants and sorceries we have for Double Vision. And then we'll, here's a handy little feature I learned. Cool. Alright, so we split out our creatures and spells. We have 13 instants and sorceries, so Double Vision might be good here. We have 2 Soul Seers, a Capture Sphere, a Volcanic Geyser, and a Shock. I think that means we can cut the Sphere. We have 12 creatures, 13 if you count Wizardry, 14, 15 if you're counting Experimental Overload. So I think Tome Anima can be cut. I think the Protege can be cut. Oh, and then we're counting riddle forms as well. So that means we can cut, I think, Glide Master here. Do I cut Magma? Oh, I think I cut a Sure Strike. I didn't get any ops, and that's kind of sad. Is it double vision? I have Overload and Shipwreck Dowser to get me value off my spells. It doesn't work with the Rousing Reeds or the Riddle Forms, so that might be the cut here. I think I want to play 17 lands. I mean, it helps me with the extra Scry mana. I'm going to be digging through my deck. I have 2 Thrills to pitch lands. It helps me with a big-ass Volcanic Geyser. This is tough. Maybe I cut Crash Through? I do like having that card draw, but it is the least impactful of my spells, but it's a one drop, so maybe it's Magmut? But I don't think I want to go down to... Well, this would put me at 12 creatures for counting Wizardry, 2 Overloads, 2 Riddle... That's actually put me down to 13, so I think we can actually do that. Then I can cut Crash Through. Do I cut the second Sure Strike? This is a tough one. Or do I cut a Rousing Reed? I don't think I want to do that. It's a powerful card. Gives me evasion. What am I putting it on, though? A Wizard token? Trying to resist going down to 16 lands here. How many instants and sorceries do I have now? I have 11. So I think if I'm going to cut something, it would be a Rousing Reed or Sure Strike. I'm going to cut the Sure Strike and probably regret it. And then we'll have this be the deck. I'm taking a chance here on Double Vision. That might be something we swap around if it doesn't perform. This deck is aggressive. We took a Soul Seer over the Protege, or Tutelage, Teferi's Tutelage. So, this is not a good hand. I don't know if I can keep this. I have only 4s here, and I'm on the draw, so I think I have to mull that. This is a keep. This is an easy keep. So we'll pitch a Mountain back to the deck. Yeah. And then we have a 2 and a 3. Oh, those aren't good to draw. You want those later in the deck. Riddle form. Is he going to kill the Elder? It looks like he is. Oh. Alright, so we'll Rousing Read the Elder here. And possibly put back an experimental, or discard an experimental overload. Depends on what we draw, of course. Yeah, I think we will put an overload back in the yard. Hoping to get a land here, and then I can, oh boy. Wow. Okay, that's really bad. I think it's, the Unsubstantiate here. Read. Punished immediately. The experimental overlord, though, if we draw a land overload, I keep saying overlord, getting back and unsubstantiate would be good against this card right now. There's a land. Okay. Does that change anything? I think it does. Let's swing with the Elder, see what we get. Oh, Soul Seer. God. This hand. We're gonna ditch the Overload. Are we? Or do we ditch the Riddle form? Okay. This is probably incorrect, but we're gonna ditch the Riddle form here. Nope. Our opponent is doing it. Okay, there's a 5th land. Happy about that. So he has 2 mana up. I don't think I want to run anything into his stuff. So what we'll do, we'll swing. This time I'm going to pitch that. Just because our hand is so stacked, it's probably greedy, but... and now, do I get back Experimental Overload? Or do I just get back... Well, I think I get back the Unsubstantiate here. I wouldn't have mana to cast it, but I can next turn. So let's do that. Oh, and I missed 2 points of damage because I'm not used to playing this deck. That's really stupid of me. He's playing a main deck miscast. Wow. Yikes. So the correct thing would have been to cast Shipwreck Dowser. Okay. We are still pretty screwed here. So I will swing with the Gorger and cast Shipwreck Dowser. Of course he does. Of course he has it. I think I'm just dead. I really screwed that one up. Alright, so if he has another cancel, we're just dead here. I could have cast Soul Seer, but it doesn't do anything to that, so let's do this. Actually, I think I could have double Soul Seared it, which probably would have been better. Okay. And now I'm dead. Yeah, I just misplayed that, and my opponent had a main deck miscast, so what can you do? That was not a good start. Didn't expect miscast. It followed up by a counter. My opponent kind of had it all. And I was a little bit constrained on mana as well, so we'll try it again. Yeah. Alright, this one's a keep, a begrudging keep. Thrill of Possibility on turn 2 seems good, though. Yep, and then we can pitch an island here. Punished immediately, right? Alright, that's a pretty easy riddle form. And then next turn, we can kinetic augur. What would we discard? A mountain? Depends on what we draw. Double vision into experimental overload seems pretty good, though. Alright. So we have 4. These are just awkward mana draws for me. I don't want to discard anything to that, so it doesn't seem very useful. So we'll take the Spellgorger Weird here. It is awkward. Hopefully our opponent taps out, and we can... Oh, he did not. So... we do need to cast Rousing Reed here. So we can hit land. But our opponent is definitely representing removal. So this could be a blowout, and I don't know what I can do about it. I can just cast Kinetic Augur. I won't get to attack. What could he have? He could have just a simple shock or a Scorching Dragon Firework. So we're going to do that. And we'll discard an Overload. Hoping to find a land. There we go. No attacks. I think once we get that double vision down, we should be in decent shape. And we can do that next turn, and then after that, we can overload, doubling that, and getting 2 spells out of the yard. Alright, so we're at 6. I'm going to cast double vision here, and then swing for 3. If my opponent swings with the Ogre, I'm happy to go down to 15. I'll be at 14, actually. I think I'm still okay there with my opponent stuck on land. It might be incorrect. I might have wanted to block with the Augur in that scenario, but I want to avoid Scorching Dragonfire here. So I'd want a Rousing Reed on the Augur. Or I could overload. He's holding up that 3 mana again. He does not want to attack. So in that scenario, He could have Soul Seer here. Oh, he has 8 in his hand, so he's just stuck on mana straight up. Okay, this seems like a pretty easy decision. Wow. Okay. So it's a 4/4 now. I still think I'm going to Rousing Read. I won't get the extra value off the Overload here, since I already cast my spell. And we will target the Augur, I guess. Well, the Augur already has Trample, so we'll target the Weird. And we'll discard an island. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. He could have Swift Response on the Weird. It looks like he does. Okay, so let's cast Overload. My opponent might scoop to this. Get back the other Overload, of course. Yeah. And then I guess we get back Shock? Or do we want Thrill? I think drawing 4 seems better here. So they already have Soul Seer in hand. And that's an instant, so yeah, we're happy with that. It does shrink the Augur pretty bad, but... Does he have a second? He does have a second Swift Response. So the question is, do I Scry? I don't think I do. What I'll do is... No, I don't think I do. Because I want to cast that Thrill and draw 4. I'll probably discard the Overload here and keep up Soul Seer. Concordia Pegasus. That's totally fine. And that's each turn, right? Yeah. Seems good. So, I have quite a bit of mana. We'll swing here with the team. And then we'll Volcanic Geyser. And how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 5 for 6. Double Vision did great work there. So I was very impressed. Oof. On the draw. On the draw, I think I have to mull that. It's a keep. I'll pitch the Overload here. I don't have any spells in this hand. I think double vision, if I last that long, is going to be a good, a good option. If I can cast Mistral Singer and a Rousing Reed on it, I should be able to dig through my deck and catch up on cards. Okay. So my opponent's starting out pretty slow here as well. Or I hope. Well, they're not. They have a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Alright, so we'll go with the Mistral Singer, next turn, Kinetic Augur, discarding nothing. And then, unless I draw a land, I discard a land. No blocks. I did draw a land, okay. So, if he wants to eliminate or something on that, it's totally fine. I'm not casting. You could cancel that, okay. It's another land. So, not punished there. So next turn, if I draw, I'm probably going to just cast Rousing Reed. Uh-oh. So we have... Oh no. This is terrible for me. Another land. Okay, so we'll cast Rousing Reed first. He's tapped out. That's an 8/5. Okay. More land. Yeah. Discard here. So we will play Mountain, so we can double vision and shock next turn. We're gonna take a lot of damage. Do I want to take that damage? Take 10? I don't know if I can take 10. We'll just swing with the Augur here. I can shock and block with the Singer. Shock and block. And kill the Grub. If he has nothing. Okay. So the odds of him having nothing here are very slim. We'll do this first. And so... Yikes. Alright, so it looks like I'm screwed here. I just got flooded. So I have to chump? Yeah, I just got flooded. And my opponent had a pretty perfect situation there. That's how it goes. Best of one. You seem to not draw, and your opponent always has it. So, I mean, it's just the game. And I think that first game maybe I misplayed. And maybe my deck's too slow, but I have so many 2-drops. I just don't ever have them. So, yeah. Just not drawing well. My opponent's drawing well. This I have a 2 and a 3. This is a fine keep right here. Maybe I can go back and look at the curve of the deck. I'll play Heartfire Immolator on 2, Rousing Reed on 3. If the Immolator survives, of course. Then we have Dowser to get back Overload or Soul Seer or whatever. Okay. That's good. We have something to pitch. Oof, do I pitch the Cliffs? No. Yes, yes I do. So next turn, we'll play Singer. And then we'll start soul searing and recurring if we draw land. Okay. Oh, that's a good one too. So I could soul sear. No, I only have 4. All right. So we'll swing for 3, and then we'll sing her. Opponent could be hitting me for 5 here. So if I draw any land, I can double spell Soul Seer and Storming Entity. Scavenging Ooze has to die. That card is no bueno. So let's hope for a land. No, of course not. So, how greedy am I here? He's tapped out. So I can Thrill of Possibility, pitching the Overload, and then if I get a land, it's just not worth it. We're gonna do this. He's taken 7 this turn. He's got a chump, I think. Yeah. I mean, this is a sweet deck. We didn't draw well on our 2 losses, and it sucks that it happened so early. Puts us under the gun, you know. And then we've also, despite having 17 lands, we've had land trouble. Okay, so he hits me for 4. It's fine. He's tapped out again. I will Soul Seer and swing for 7. Yeah, still stuck on land. So let's Soul Seer again. Alright, so we'll swing here and get our opponent down to 7. They need 2 removal spells. And they may have that. I mean, they're scrying away. Oh, so he'll gain 4. That's good for him. We would still need a removal spell, one would think, though. So I'm going to try to... well, I guess I could cast Double Vision next turn. I'm not really under threat of dying here. And that's still, if I draw a land, of course, then that still gives my creatures prowess. Absolutely not, right? Okay, so I think now I will overload. Yeah. All right, 2 and 2. Hopefully we draw well, or, you know, we don't have mana issues, or get all our 5-drops. I told myself I was going to look at the deck and check on the curve again. I didn't do that, so That being said, we have a 1, a 2, and potentially a 3. So, I think we're okay here. And then we can scry with the riddle form. Try to find a creature or something if we don't draw one or if we get flooded. Which could be a possibility. Do I shock that? No, I don't. I play Spellgorger. Deathbloom Salad. Man, I keep getting that double vision. How greedy. I'm so greedy. I know I'm greedy. We're gonna do it. That's so stupid. Alright, so we'll swing for 7. We have Shock up in case he tries to do anything crazy. Another Deathbloom Salad. Okay. So we are going to kill that Glide Master, I think. Because I don't want him jumping any creatures. Oh, and we did it. Okay, so. And this is why I don't think Double Vision is great, because a spell there does just as much, and I'm swinging for 9, so I think my opponent's pretty dead, right? So yeah, I'll get value eventually, but... Alright, take another land. So he's at 4. So I think in this case, we just win. Yep. All we need is that, and then next turn... Or, sorry, he's tapped out. So I just swing with the Riddle Form and then ping him with the Shock. Alright. Let's play again. Oh. Thank you. Alright, let's check out the curve first. Let's check out the curve. It's 3. There's really no reason for me to be drawing like that. I was consistently getting just these cards. So, yeah, they're just bad draws. How do we get back here? Discard changes. Yeah, there's 6 cards in our deck with 4 or above CC, or CMC. So that shouldn't have been happening, and then it happened again. Of the 6, I've drawn 4. I've drawn 4 of 6. And now everything else is 3 or less. And I'm on the draw. So, I mean, I have to keep that. Right? I can't go that far down on cards. So it's just insane to have to deal with this over and over again. Oh, and of course I'm playing Boros, right? Of course. Okay, so we'll... Okay. We'll play Riddle Form next turn, I guess. Oh, God. Do I have to play Goblin Wizardry here? No. No, I don't think I'm there yet. I think I play Riddle Form. Yikes. I mean, if I play Goblin Wizardry here, I can get it back with Dowser if I draw a land. Or I can get it back with Overload. Maybe that's good. And it uses my mana better. I think that's what I have to do. I'm not. This is not good. Okay. Think I have to thrill here, and try to get a land. Okay. Okay. Do I trade the Riddle Form for the Swooper? I offer the trade. And then I'll play the Entity. So that puts me to 6. I can double spell this way. And then I can put that back. So I can play Arcanist and Overload. That seems good. Well, I think I lose now. Yeah, I'm taking 6 here. I don't think I can come back now. Yep. Would I even get back? Yeah, so we'll play Goblin Wizardry and try to trade. We have to get in front of the Pyreling as well. That's fine. Alright, so Goblin Wizardry. Put 1 token in front of the Pyreling there, and then we try to trade with the Swooper. Yeah, so we'll block here. There, or do we go to 6 and try to eat the Sky Scanner? He could have Sure Strike here, which would get me pretty dead. Alright, I think I Gale Swooper on the... and try to offer the trade. Next turn, I can Overload. Okay. So, I can Shipwreck Dowser, getting back what? So I have 7, 8 mana here, so that means I should Overload into Goblin Wizardry. Alright, so we'll Overload. Actually here, maybe I just grab the other Overload. I have a 4/4. And now I'll swing for 3. I can just get in front of this. He has to remove this. It has first strike, so I can't double block, but... Alright, so now I can use a chumper here. Yep. That's good. That's really good. Okay. So, I have 7. I can Dowser, getting back a Thrill. I could have held back the Arcanist or the Wizard, but it doesn't prompt him to use a trick anyway. So, I think I'll just wait till he attacks. Oh, shit! Actually, he might have Feat of Resistance here. So I didn't think about that. So I should have done that on his turn. We'll see if I'm punished. I usually do get punished for things like this. I guess either way, even if he... Well, oh, he quit. Okay, he was done. He was off it. That one I thought we were going to lose. Came back somehow. That was, yeah, again, a very, very slow hand. Drew 4 of my CMCs of 4 are over, and I only have 6 in the deck on my opening hand. Go. On the draw. Keep. Okay, so I think I'm gonna play the Elder here in Riddle form next turn. It can't get in or anything, but maybe he just swings with both. I don't know. Ruffle Snout. So I'm gonna have to bounce. Oh, he chose to gain life. That's sorry. That's a feel bad. I guess I cast Riddle Form over Heartfire Immolator? That doesn't seem right. If he wants to spend a Faith's Fetters on that, I am totally fine. I don't know why he would attack here. He's tapped out. This allows me to loot next turn. So I think I'll do that first, right? No, maybe I play Riddle Form first. So I'll play Riddle Form first so I can get in an extra point of damage here. He's at 30 or 28, so... We'll see what he does here. I could bounce the Shieldmate and try to snipe that Tempered Veteran. Is it worth it here? It's a good use of mana. Yeah. And even with Feat of Resistance, if he doesn't kill the Riddle Form, he could have Titanic Growth or something like that, but... looks like he has it. Oh, okay. He had it. Alright, so I could play Titanic or Kinetic Auger. Or I could play the Riddle form. Let's play Augur here. Play it safe. We'll discard Wizardry, I think, and try to draw land. There we go. Next turn, we can play Dowser. Getting back Unsubstantiate. Okay, he's out of cards now. That's good for me. Alright. He still doesn't have attacks, though. So maybe I can wait. He can start putting counters on things that don't have counters, and he can make that a 4/5 at the end of his turn. I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather Riddle form and then Scry, hoping to get a land here. I wish I could use that. Oh well. Yeah, I'll pass the turn. Okay. Oh, that's good. Oh! Oh, I like that one. Okay, so we don't have to do that. We can Experimental Overload. Getting back Unsubstantiate and bounce the Veteran. Then I might as well swing with the Jeskai Elder. You know, I don't care if it trades. You can double block if you want. You can put a counter on something, though. That's true. Yep. So I guess I can't swing with everything. Oh, well. So next turn, I think I Shipwreck Dowser if I get a land, and bounce the Mauler. Watchdog, okay. Wow, he's just dumping his whole hand. Alright. I just want to get his creatures off the field here. Oh, we'll decline. I think best draw in the deck right now would probably be a Rousing Reed. He can pump it once. So like a double block. 6, 7. And then he kills one. I think I'm okay with that. If he wants to spend his turn doing that. know if he'll block. We'll see if he blocks. I mean, if he blocks with the Watchdog and the Shield Maid, it's pretty bad for me, but... Alright, end the turn. So next turn we'll scry. If it's a land, we'll put it on bottom and scry again. Or this turn. At the end of his turn. This roll's good. Oof. Those are pretty spicy. Okay, so it's going to be able to... So I can put a counter on it. It becomes a 5/5. So I guess I use Volcanic Geyser, kill the Shield Mate? No, I kill the Truffle Snout here, and then kill the Watchdog, I guess. Yeah. Okay. That's okay with me. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay. So we'll play weird. Do I just Soul Sear and the Shield Mate here? Then that allows me... Well, that doesn't do anything with... Jeskai Elder, I don't have any cards in the end, so it doesn't matter. Things are looking good. Oh. Oh, that's very good as well. Okay. So. I think we put that on the weird. And get in for 8. we started 1 and 2. Had a couple tense games, had some come from behind instances here, so we're learning how to play this type of deck. Let's go for number 6. We're in the positive. Well, this is a keep. We have a 2 and a 3. Yeah, browsing read on the weird. Throw a possibility for some cards. No decisions yet. Next turn I'm going to play the weird. Then I should have enough for both thrill and rousing read, but yeah. Or as long as that too. I don't think I'm going to be that greedy. I think I'll just draw as many cards as possible. Hopefully we get a land here. Oh, that's not good for me. Okay, there's a geyser. So we'll start by doing this. Hopefully, we're hoping for 2 lands here. We didn't get any. That's not good. So we'll discard Thrill. And then we will cast this Thrill, discarding Geyser. As sad as that is. Okay. He's got to do something about the Spellgorger. Next turn, I'm going to Rousing Read again. And then we have Experimental Overload into Volcanic Geyser, and he might be pretty close to dead at that point. Or there's Riddle Form. So we'll start with this. No, we don't want to tap like that. I want to tap the mountain. Discarding Cliffs, playing Mountain, playing Riddle Form. I think my opponent's dead here. Because I can overload. Ooh, it's still tapped, so... yeah, my opponent's just dead. Okay. Alright, this is the final boss, one way or another. Hopefully we get a good hand and we get to play some Magic. Our deck's been behaving since those 2 early missteps, though. Well, for the most part. We did have one also sketchy hand. Later on, we were luckily able to pull it out, but... yeah, this is a sketchy hand. 2 land on the draw, or on the play. If this was on the draw, I think it's a keep. But I have a 2, I have a 3. So greedy. Shouldn't be keeping that. Basically, I need to... Yeah, punished. Okay. Big time punished. You can try to scry for a mountain if I don't get one next turn. It was a bad keep, but I was on the draw. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I probably should have held that island. No, yeah. Let's see what we got. I think I'm too far behind at this point. I think the game's over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over. I will trade that singer. If it lives. I don't think it will. It looks like it's about to get grasped. Yeah. Eliminated. Yeah, I am dead. Shouldn't have kept it. My opponent had 2 3-power 3 drops, so yeah, I got screwed. So the deck spoke too soon about it behaving. Yeah, there's no possibility. Oh, just to troll me, there's the there is the mountain. Okay. Really nothing I can do here. I think I'm just dead on board. Yeah. Yep, I'm dead on board. Well, that was disappointing. That was really sad. To have all 3 of our losses be like that was pretty shitty. But that's a game. I think the deck was still really fun to play, really sweet. So it was a fun one. Blue-red spells is OP, and that was, I think, a decent representation of the aggressive version of that deck. We just, you know, we don't have that that streamer luck you see on with some other folks. So it happens. All right, we'll try it next time.